Assalamu alaikum, I'm Aisha and you're watching Samaa News. Here are today's headlines. Iran's Assembly of Experts is moving closer to selecting the country's next supreme leader following the death of Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. Member Ayatollah Mohammad Mehdi Mirbakeri says a majority consensus has largely been reached, though some procedural obstacles remain. Officials say the clerical body could meet within a day to finalise the decision, though discussions continue over whether the vote must take place in person under current conditions. The Israeli military says it will pursue any successor to Iran's supreme leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, who was reportedly killed in recent US and Israeli strikes. In a message posted in Farsi on social media, Israel warned it would also target anyone involved in appointing a new supreme leader. The warning comes as Iran's clerical body prepares to meet to select the country's next leader. Israeli warplanes target oil storage depots and refining facilities in Tehran, marking the first attacks on such infrastructure since the broader US-backed campaign against Iran began last week. Explosions were reported across the Iranian capital, escalating regional tensions. Iran condemned the strikes, including damage to a freshwater desalination plant on Keshem Island, warning that attacks on critical infrastructure could trigger retaliatory measures. The Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps reported a missile strike on Israel's Haifa refinery in response. Sirens sounded across Tel Aviv and central Israel on Sunday after the military detected missiles launched from Iran. The Israel Defense Forces said the incoming missiles triggered nationwide alerts, though no injuries were reported. The warning comes as Israeli strikes continue around Tehran, hitting fuel depots and expanding the conflict. US President Donald Trump says the United States does not need Britain's help to win the war with Iran, despite reports that London is considering sending 2 aircraft carriers to the Middle East. Trump said the British government was giving serious thought to the deployment, but insisted the US could achieve its objectives without additional support. The comments come amid growing tensions between Washington and London after Britain initially blocked the use of its bases for US strikes on Iran. Separately, President Trump says he will not sign any new legislation until Congress passed a controversial voter bill. The Republican-controlled United States House of Representatives has approved the Save America Act, which would require proof of U.S. citizenship to vote in federal elections. Democrats argue the bill could disenfranchise some voters and create unnecessary barriers at the polls. Switzerland's Defense Minister, Martin Pfister, says the US and Israeli attacks on Iran breach international law. In an interview, Pfister warned that the strikes raise serious legal concerns under the United Nations Charter. Legal experts say many countries may view the attacks as unjustified without UN authorization or clear grounds of self-defense. Pope Leo has called for an immediate end to the bombing in the Middle East and urged renewed dialogue as violence escalates in Iran and across the region. Speaking during the Angelus prayer in St. Peter's Square, the pontiff said deeply troubling news continues to emerge from the region. He warned that the conflict risks spreading further, fueling fear and hatred, and potentially dragging other countries, including Lebanon, into the crisis. Saudi Arabia has warned Iran against further attacks on its territory or energy infrastructure, signaling possible military retaliation if strikes continue. The warning came amid escalating tensions following missile and drone attacks across the Gulf targeting countries, including the UAE, Kuwait, Qatar, Bahrain, and Saudi Arabia. Saudi Foreign Minister Faisal bin Farhan Al Saud told Iranian counterpart Abbas Araghchi that while Riyadh favors diplomacy, continued attacks could prompt Saudi Arabia to permit US forces to use its bases and respond militarily. Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi slams ongoing US-Israel military strikes on Iran, saying the offensive should never have happened and urging an immediate return to negotiations. Speaking in Beijing, Wang emphasized that military force cannot resolve the crisis, warning against unilateral aggression and stressing dialogue as the path to prevent further escalation. He also noted that attempts to change Iran's government through external force lack legitimacy and popular support. That's all for now. For more updates, visit www.samaa.tv. Thank you for watching Samaa News.